Person 2. Guess what? Shenanigans ensue. Person 1 hates Person 2. Guess what? Still shenanigans ensue. Person 1 fake dates Person 2. Guess what? You guessed it. Shenanigans ensue. Co-host 1 reports a co-host 2. The name of the show? Shenanigans ensue. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Jane, and welcome to Shenanigans Ensue.
A podcast where I run a nonprofit.
Oh, which one?
My life. Heard.
Same, girl, same.
Yeah, period.
Each episode will watch a rom-com and discuss its merits as a member of the rom-com genre.
We'll cover well-worn classics, hidden gems, and everything in between.
We'll give you our unsolicited opinion on every trope, caper, and flim-flam the film used, or maybe abused.
And of course, the shenanigans. Oh boy, we got a new one for you, hot off the presses.
I mean, this episode is dropping quite a bit after we've watched and record this, but as we've done this is
like what, 6 months?
Probably. Yes, it's still new. All right. Brand new, hot off the presses, a new Netflix special, The Wrong Paris.
Wrong Paris.
Shots fired.
I know.
Already.
Honestly, mad funny. I feel like the sequel will have to be The Wrong St. Petersburg. You know there's a St. Petersburg in Florida, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep, you're welcome.
Well, there's a Brooklyn in South Africa.
The Wrong Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Wait, this is fun. How many of these could we do?
There are quite a few, especially, you know, with colonization. Jane had to bring it up, but yes, there are a lot of places named after other places.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Well, where you live as well, New York, the York from the UK.
I know, I was actually going to say, like, a girl from Trenton thinks she's going to England, but she's actually in New England. Whoa!
I feel it has to be set in, like, as a period piece.
Yep.
When New York was newly renamed from being New Amsterdam.
The first incident of speed dating. Okay, so if you've never seen this film, basically all you need to know is this is The Bachelor the movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I know the two of us watch Love is Blind together, but do you watch The Bachelor at all?
I watched early seasons, and I've watched The Golden Bachelor, which was an absolute banger. Otherwise, I haven't really. I'm familiar when it's happening, and I usually get updates from friends who watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette more religiously than I, but it's not one of the ones that I follow super closely.
Yeah, I watched it quite a bit when I was living in the States because, shout out Jen, I know you listen to the pod.
Yay, hi Jen.
We would have a roomy date night and we would watch The Bachelor together every Monday and have a bottle of rosé because that's what you have to do.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was so nice. And so then I got really into it, but subsequently I will sometimes read the blogs or catch up a bit on the socials, but it's also a much more intense commitment than some of the other reality shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't really stayed as up to date. Sometimes I'll watch like YouTube recaps of something.
Yeah.
But it's been a while.
So fair.
Since I've watched an entire season.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I literally was out currently on tour. I'm in Boston.
Yeah.
Went to this really cute brew house. They brew their own hard seltzer that they'll then put in drinks with like flavored juices that they make in-house. Really beautiful stuff.
Nice.
And one of the descriptions on the menu last night had like a blueberry mixture. This, and that, blah-de-blah-de-blah, tastes like female friendship. And now I'm like, oh my God, rosé is the taste of female friendship.
It so is.
Yeah. The way that all three of us got the fan favorite seltzers and then we shared them in a circle. It was great.
That's so nice.
So now I'm like, yeah, rosé is the taste of female friendship.
Especially when there was a couple summers where frosé was so big.
Oh my god, I loved
Like,
Frosé summer.
It's just amped up. I love that.
2018,
You could get a
2019.
frosé everywhere.
Gosh.
It was when I was still living there, so it was
Yeah.
2018.
Oh, those 2 years of Frosés, they kept it after you left for another year, and then quarantine quickly destroyed the Frosé market.
Oh, right,
But
of course.
those 2 summers were delicious.
So we'll talk about this a lot in the Shenanigans, just the entire ripoff of the Bachelor show, the honeypot.
And also just the dating reality
Yes.
shenanigan tropes. Like, we are big fans of reality dating shows, and this kind of scratched a fun itch.
Especially because if you're familiar with the tropes of the reality dating shows and the characters, like they really lean into it. It's a lot of fun. There are a lot of references and jokes that you perhaps wouldn't get if
Yeah.
you're not familiar with any of these franchises.
And The Bachelor and Bachelorette is such a messy one because everyone is leaning into this weird heightened version of themselves wanting to be
Yeah.
loved by a single person who may not even be right for them.
Oof, it's rough, psychologically speaking.
Like, at least on Love is Blind, you're dating a bunch of people and finding one who's well suited. You're not competing over one. It's crazy.
It's a scarcity mindset
Yeah.
that happens. And also, it's like you are deprived of any contact to the outside world.
Yeah.
You can do almost nothing else. So all your focus and attention is just on this one person and that relationship and like some of the other people in the house. But like, you can't even read.
Even talking to the other people, you would normally be out there bouncing ideas off of your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Sharing the taste of female friendship over rosé or something. And you can't do that because these other women are dating your man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so messy. So much
Yeah.
mess.
They do handle it well, I think, in this, in that they establish so early on that the couple are meant to be together. So
Yeah.
you don't really have all that much worry. Like,
No.
yes, he's still dating, he's getting to know the other ones, but you're kind of like, yeah, well, as he continues down the path, we can see why this makes sense. She's not like fighting for him.
No. And you can see he's being polite and cordial and gentlemanly, but he's not really properly exploring
Yeah.
at least an emotional connection with all of these women.
He's still playing the game.
Yeah.
Well, since we already gave you a
shall we
little
hit
bit,
that
let's
plot
give you the plot synopsis.
synopsis?
Artist Dawn enters a reality show, The Honeypot, so that she can fulfill a lifelong dream of studying art in Paris. I promise it'll make sense.
Yeah, it was hard to write this plot synopsis.
Yeah.
However, the show does a gotcha and sends all the contestants to Paris, Texas to date ranch owner Trey, who, dun dun dun,
Dun dun dun.
Dawn has already met.
Oh no. Shenanigans ensue.
Shenanigans ensue.
How will we maintain the integrity of this debaucherous reality television show if they've already met? Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. The sanctity of the show. What will we do?
Not the sanctity.
I can't.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, like we were saying, the longer version, so this makes any sense, is that the Honeypot has been advertising its newest season to be in France. So she's thinking, okay, I get my appearance fee. That's a quick 20 grand if I make the show. Plus they flew me out there. I'll just miss my flight home. And now I'm already in Paris with 20 grand that I needed to go to art school. And then like with that 20 grand, plus the money she saved, she's looking at like a reasonable loan of like what, 20 grand to finish 2 years of art school, which in Paris is solid.
Mm-hmm.
So like all very doable.
But then she gets flown to Paris, Texas, which is like 45 minutes away from where she grew up.
This was the most unhinged thing to me, is that they made all of the contestants come to Texas to film the auditions.
Yeah.
Which is like, sure, their studio may be in Texas and it's arbitrary. Sure. And so everyone has to then stay in Texas to start the journey. They have to get in a plane. Someone is driven from Tennessee, blah, blah, blah. They then proceed to fly the women around in circles, I presume,
Wild.
above the state of Texas for like 6 hours
Wild.
to make it seem like they've flown all all the way to Paris, France, and then they sit down and they're just in the middle of nowhere.
And they go the extra mile with having the flight attendant speaking with a French accent before they get off the plane, hand out berets.
And tinted the windows.
Yes, and then hand out French flags to all of them before they disembark.
Unbelievable.
Crazy. Also, I love that they address it immediately because my thought was the carbon emissions. Like one of the producers is like, yeah, not very green of us, we know.
But funny as hell, so what's done is done.
Diabolical.
Truly.
Look, to be fair, this is not the worst thing that producers have done to contestants on shows like these.
No, absolutely not.
They are sleep deprived, food deprived,
Yeah.
drunk out of their minds.
Tensions are way too high for a normal person to handle.
Ask questions to provoke an emotional response, put in situations where they've expressed they're scared of heights or snakes or whatever it is.
Oh gosh, I hate these things.
Oh, hate it.
Do you remember like one of the final dates on a Love Island season was making one of the couples go in a helicopter ride and one of them was afraid of heights? Why have you chosen this couple to go in the helicopter?
That's awful.
And it isn't even like a contest show like that. Like this couple is an established couple. They're dating each other and no one else.
Yeah.
And you're still going to make them go in the air? Like to what purpose?
I don't know.
Don't like it.
You'll notice that much like our conditional love for rom-coms, we also have a very healthy conditional love for these types of shows.
Oh, yeah.
We're not blind to what's happening.
Absolutely fascinating observational tool of the human experience,
Oh, yeah.
but you must view it as clinically as possible. This is not them, right? These are clips and snippets of some of the worst moments of their lives, possibly. Like, it's just so fascinating.
That they've been manipulated into.
Right.
As well.
Oh boy. Speaking of tropes of the dating show genre,
Oh, like that pivot.
let's go into the tropes of the rom-coms. Okay. We've got montages, music doing the most. We've got a meet cute and a re-meet cute.
So cute.
We have best friends.
New friends, good friends, sister friends, lots of friends.
Yeah.
We have messy love life. We've got a misunderstanding. There's a falling on top of each other, which is so dumb. We've got a fake out kiss and a dramatic chase. I really liked the meet cute and the re-meet cute.
Yeah, me too.
I want to start there. They nailed it.
Yeah.
Like, first off, Miranda Cosgrove's character, Dawn, is like at a honky tonk with her sister, shooting pool in a sundress and cowboy boots. And I am here for it. She ends up going to the bar. There's a cute guy there. The banter is excellent. Grade A. He comments and compliments her silver spurs, which foreshadowing is the name of his ranch. They have a really cute little banter, and then these two shitty guys from out of town come and try to belittle them, and she just isn't having any of it. They throw him outside, she dumps beer on his head, and they go marching off. Trey's like, well, I'll never see her again. We know this as the audience.
But obviously they see each other again.
And they immediately find each other as she ends up as a contestant on the show, is wandering around. Girl, what are you doing wandering around by yourself all the time? You're going to get in trouble and kicked out. Ends up in the horse barn and runs into Trey again, who she was correct the whole time. He has loads of money, but he's a ranch baby and owns a whole ranch. So it's his season. He's the honeypot. He's the bachelor.
What I also really liked about the meet cute is they subverted the expectation of what usually happens when people lock eyes from across the room, where one or both sort of fumbles in some way, and she's about to take the winning pool shot.
Oh, right.
And their eyes lock and the music goes like, but she doesn't miss. She sinks the black ball. I was like, you go, girl.
Love.
She was still struck by him, but she didn't lose her concentration.
Period.
And then with the re-meet cute, I wrote in my notes, holy 8-pack Batman. Because
Oh my god.
what on earth?
I know I'm jumping ahead to a shenanigan, but when she's wandering off again and he starts just dousing his body in water while she's fanning herself, hiding behind a fence. Like, girl, you can't hide behind a fence.
She keeps hiding behind things.
It's so funny.
What I first thought that scene was is, you know, in The Bachelor, they have this like obligatory shower scene that they do in the opening B-roll.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought that's what they were doing.
The pool shower.
Yeah, but this isn't an irrelevant thing that you brought up because that leads me into talking about music doing the most.
Oh, please. I never pay attention to the music as much as I should. Please tell me what was playing.
The song that was playing, I was cackling, was Sex Bomb, he's a sex bomb.
Unbelievable.
Like, that was the song that was playing.
Yep, unbelievable work.
To be honest with you, it took me until that song to realize, oh, music is doing the most in this because this movie kind of does the most. And that's the only thing I wrote down. I can talk a little bit to some of the other instances. They have songs playing referencing Paris, Texas. They have songs playing referencing Paris and France.
Yeah.
But like, just watch the movie. The music is just doing the most in addition to everything that's doing the most in this.
So
Sex Bomb is the song. It can't get more on the nose than that.
to no one's surprise, since that's all they say over and over again. I did enjoy the montages that they used in this, which was quite fun.
They weren't very long ones,
No.
but we got some good fun ones that just helped move things along.
Yeah, we bookended the entire film with 2 montages, and then we have montages in the middle for the challenges portion
Yeah.
of these reality shows. So, quick and dirty ranch montage at the top. We get to know who she is as a person, where she lives, and the fact that her family is poor immediately. Quick, easy. And they have the photo epilogue montage, which is one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's so cute.
The ending on this film was abrupt.
Yeah.
They did not soft launch you back out. We did not go back to the family. We did not go back to the ranch. We did not see her get to school. We just hard ended the film.
I'm so glad you brought this up because I was also like, what?
Yeah.
What?
And then we got the montage we needed to cover some of that. But I wish they had filmed at least like one more scene. Like, that was intense.
Yep.
Because like that's basically the climax of the film. We had no resolution
Agreed.
scene. The resolution was the photo montage. Very fun though.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And then they did a blooper montage after that, which we love a blooper montage.
So much fun. We love a blooper montage.
It shows us how much fun they were actually having on set, and we want that. Although it wasn't enough to save anyone but you. And then and then we had the montage for the challenges, right? These women are competing in different challenges, like the manure challenge, and like watching all of the ways that the women help muck out the barn.
The stables.
Yeah, and stables is very funny. She's the only one who dresses somewhat appropriately to do this kind of ranch work. It's fun. The montage for the bucking bronco challenge was fun as well. The fact that the last girl doesn't even get a challenge, she's just on there gyrating. It's
Low and slow, please.
so dumb. That's not a challenge.
Was this allowed? Why didn't everyone do that?
Boo.
Like a low and slow, whatever.
And why was the obstacle course set up that way?
I don't know. And like, why did they have to be partners up until a point?
Exactly.
Like, for what reason? I know we wanted to get them to fight with each other.
With 5-second staggered starts?
Yes! How is this equitable?
This challenge isn't fair and doesn't make any sense.
It was just created for maximum chaos, which it was, with all the horses being freaked by the megaphone. And then the other montages that I really enjoyed was the talking heads that we get, the little interviews of all the contestants after something happens. Like, it was just very funny.
Oh, I love the testimonials in those shows are some of my favorite things.
So good. I want to talk about the falling on top of each other.
Yay!
Because it's so dumb.
Yep.
They basically just like bickering with each other all the time. And then she keeps walking off because like girl can't stay in one place. And then she ends up finding him and she steals his cowboy hat and he's like trying to wrestle her for it.
And then she lassos him, right? This lasso?
Yes, maybe this is a different thing that I'm talking about then. Because she keeps sneaking off and they keep finding each other.
She sneaks off so many times.
Yeah. So this is the stealing the cowboy hat one. The falling thing is like when he walks away from her and she fully lassos him and pulls him to the ground. And then she goes over to him and then he pulls her down on top of him and they're in the dirt and the muck together. And it's just so ridiculous. Kind of cool that she lassos him though.
Yeah, really impressive. She trips the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Oh, the messy love life of it all, like the challenges, the other women, everything is really quite fun in this because it's built in. It's a game show about messy love lives, basically.
Yeah.
Manufactured messy love lives.
I mean, that's the entire premise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the added layer of messiness to the premise of the honeypot is that all the challenges, you win a substantial amount of money and a date.
Right.
And the climax of the show is choosing between the guy and $250,000. And I'm like, how are they the first couple to have gamed the show like this?
I would have done that so long ago. I would have done that season 1.
How did it take them so long to come up with this idea?
Because, like, if you sign a contract, what are they going to do if you start dating again after the show?
How are they going to stop you?
From the moment we saw that first little thing on the sister's phone and we knew this is where it was going to go, I was like, girl, get the man and the money.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't, I'm going to be pissed. This was the ending I wanted, and I'm glad that they just did it. But speaking of those challenges, which is what I wanted to kind of like touch on, I don't know if this is already moving into the shenanigans. I can wait.
No, let's go to the shenanigans.
Shenanigans. So those challenges were so fun. And then the dates were insane.
The dates were bonkers.
The first one with
What's her name? She was miserable. The influencer girl with the...
Oh, yes, the influencer. I have no idea what her name is.
Yeah, I can't remember now. It's not important, but she's just like a mean girl kind of person. Don't like her that much. She's quote unquote positioning herself for her own season next season, so she's going to become the Bachelorette. But when she gets her date after doing the low and slow Bronco ride, they are basically just sitting in a hot tub with strawberries and whipped cream, which is a classic. There's a running joke that the women never eat, which is also classic for these things. Very funny.
And also true.
Yeah. And then what ends up happening is they're having their cute little conversations. Things seem to be going well, honestly. And for whatever reason, Dawn has snuck out again and is not minding her business.
Why, girl? Why?
And she's just snooping.
which is the part that doesn't make sense to me.
You're already in the most favored position. You've already had time with him. You guys already have a connection from your original meet cute.
Yeah.
And you're clearly winning, right? Like, you don't need to be jealous of this girl. And I don't think they did a good job of her being jealous. They just showed her reacting to her by snooping and then falling into the water with them.
Yeah, it was very strange. Then rather just have it happen by accident,
Right?
than her actively snooping. Like, it didn't make any sense, especially because at that time, she's still actively trying to get off the show.
Right.
So why are we so pressed?
Yeah, don't be pressed. Like, either you want to be on the show or you don't,
Yeah.
right? Like, that was what I kept being confused about. And, like, maybe it would have been better if it felt like there was more sexually charged chemistry or something, because it just felt like they really liked each other, but it wasn't like a push-pull quite. I don't know. And then what I really loved, and you'll appreciate this, Jane, so when she won her challenge, Dawn, and got to do this little cooking dinner date, which was very sweet, and she impresses him with the ranch kind of food, the southern cooking that he really likes. And then she's like, oh, it's the only stuff I can make. She says that she's gonna make him a bunch of different things, right? And then they sit down at the table
and eat none of it.
Well, I don't care that they didn't eat none of it. That was a Pillsbury biscuit. If I ever saw one, that was not a drop biscuit. You can't play me. That's not what a drop biscuit looks like. Absolutely not. I was furious.
Oh, that's so funny.
Don't tell me it's a drop biscuit and give me a Pillsbury biscuit.
That's so funny. Okay, this is time for a tangent then of my experience with biscuits for the first time.
Okay, great.
I didn't know what an American biscuit was.
Yeah.
I just know what a biscuit is, which to me is like a cookie.
like a cookie, right. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. So I was at a play reading that one of my improv friends was hosting, And afterwards, we finished at around 10, 11. And she's like, oh, shall we go get biscuits? And I was like, yeah, I'm down for a late night sweet treat. You know, off we go to this place.
It's the opposite of a sweet treat. It is a heavy, dense, savory. Okay.
I was so confused and disappointed.
Oh no.
Because then they were like, oh, it's kind of like a scone. No, it's not kind of like a scone. It doesn't taste anything like a scone.
Yeah.
Because it's made with lard and not butter.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if I was going to give someone a description, it would be like an extremely dense croissant you cover in gravy. It's supposed to be layers.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are.
But a croissant is flaky.
The biscuit that they had on the table, that's what I mean. It was a Pillsbury. That's the one that you layer like a croissant with lard in between the layers. But a drop biscuit is closer to a scone. But it's savory, again, and dense.
Oh, I see. That experience put me off biscuits completely.
No.
Like, I still don't like them because I was like, I just wanted a cookie.
And this is the importance of preparing people in your lives for the thing that you're going to get, not the thing they expect. Do not surprise people. They don't like it.
It was just the layers because I thought I was getting a cookie. Then I was like, okay, not a cookie. I love scones. A scone is fine. You know, some jam and cream. No.
No. No, she's dense. Oh, no. There's not a lot of great biscuits out there anyway. Biscuits are tough.
Yeah.
And I prefer a croissant-like layered one, and they don't make those as many. Like, it's much easier to make a drop biscuit.
That makes sense.
You're not, like, layering and rolling and layering and rolling and laminating and laminating.
The laminating process is why I still haven't attempted to make croissants.
Yeah, it's not worth it when the ones that are manufactured are so good at it now.
Exactly.
But that stuff makes me crazy. I was like, that's like not the food on the table.
And then they didn't eat it. And then she just ran away.
She just ran away with the biscuits because while they were cooking,
she ended the date.
Speaking of the women never eating, they opened the pantry for her to get some ingredients. And there's all the women horking down chips.
Great opportunity for some product placement as well.
Yeah, great product placement. Also very satisfying to watch all these women munching down the chips. So funny.
Shall we talk about the goals?
Oh, sure.
Such a fun group of girls. I love that the best friend is so sweet and quirky in her own way. And her name is Jasmine too.
It is. I'm not biased at all.
No.
I love that she has her own little love journey with one of the PAs or whatever that guy's job was on set.
It was so sweet. And they just address it by like, we know it's not serious. Like Jasmine has a crush on like whoever for some reason.
Yeah.
When Trey's like, you know, I'm not going to marry one of these girls, right? When it's between Jasmine and the other, quote, mean girl.
I kept writing in my notes. I didn't write her name. I just wrote It Girl. And I was like, oh, there's It Girl again being a jerk. There's It Girl throwing Dawn under the bus.
Yeah. I mean, she does a great mean girl right from the top.
Very fun.
Because we see her at the audition process already, where she's like, okay, let me just get this before they call me in. So nice to meet you, not really.
Yeah.
And they just sustain it.
Why is the showrunner such a shit, too?
I don't know.
That guy's weird.
Jaded. Maybe he wanted to make documentaries, and now he's stuck doing this.
Okay, if you don't like it, quit. Anyway.
Then we have Cinderella, whose name is Cindy.
So dumb.
But she goes by Cinderella.
Girl.
With a crown all the time.
Do you watch Wednesday?
Mm-mm.
I think that's the disappearing girl in the new season. And if it is the disappearing girl, and I'm not a crazy person, which I might be, sometimes I go face blind, but her voice work is excellent because she's a totally different person in Wednesday, which is very fun.
Love that.
Really impressive work. So I hope that Cindy continues to be out there slaying.
Then we have another girl who's like baby obsessed, and Trey handles it so politely, but is also freaked out by it.
Oh, right. Where did she find that goat?
Right? Just somewhere in the barn?
He was like, I don't even have goats. She brought it from home? I don't know.
And then she's like, I asked the producers to put together what our babies would look like. And he's like, maybe just take that away.
Yeah, it's really creepy. I hate it when people do that.
Oh, no.
And then there's the tomboy, which I love.
Yeah. Who knocked herself out with the axe throwing competition.
That's so dangerous. I was like, if it bounces back, I'm stressed.
I was so anxious.
That's
Yikes.
too far of a bounce back. There's a sharp end. It hit her in the face.
No.
I didn't like that they did that. Even if it hit her with the blunt side, I was like, oh, I don't don't like that. That's not a fun.
It felt too real. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't funny.
No.
It was just, oh, I'm concerned now.
That's actually dangerous and could happen. And now I'm just stressed out.
That's a brain injury. Yeah.
But she was fun.
Yeah, she was.
Also, just like, let's go pan queen. She's like into everybody.
Absolutely. She's fluid.
Yeah, let's go.
And then we have one of the girls who, the quote in her sort of like first meet and greet with Trey that made me laugh so much because she gave him a lei. And he's like, oh, thank you. It's so beautiful.
She's like, aloha. It's like, oh, which island are you from? She's like, I'm from...
I'm from Cleveland.
It's like, that's incredible.
And he's like, oh, okay, well, thanks for the lei.
That's not the only lei I can give you. Or like,
Yeah. Something that was so funny to me in terms of some of the prop stuff was, so in The Bachelor, as most of you will probably know, they get given roses
Love.
at the elimination ceremony. In this, I don't know if it's because we're in Texas.
It must be season per season.
Yeah, must be. They get golden spurs. And I'm like, first of all, the production cost on these, they surely just golden sprayed or golden plated or something.
And I'm sure they only bought like 10 and then just reuse them.
No, because it keeps stacking up. She comes in and chucks another golden spur and it lands with the others that she's collected.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I was like, what are you supposed to do with all of these? I know roses die, but at least you can admire it for a time or, press the petals or something. Make potpourri. Like, what are you supposed to do with this golden spur?
They've already established the show is not particularly green. And this woman is looking for a daytime Emmy, so like they're gonna spend the money.
Oh, then we have when they get off the plane and we see the sign that says Paris, Texas, and the tumbleweed rolling past is a paid actor.
Perfect.
It's the timing of that.
So good.
Mwah.
Oh, this bothered me so bad. At the very beginning of the contest starting, right? There's 20 women and they immediately say half of you are getting cut tonight. So they're just throwing a big old cut right at the top.
Yeah.
And makes sense for the production budget of the actual film. Like, that was way less days on set for all of these extras.
Yeah.
What doesn't make sense is that we've clearly established that these are bunk rooms in the house that they're sharing.
Mhm.
But if there's 2 people in one room and there's 2 people in all of the other rooms, there's
Yeah.
10 rooms. And if you cut half of the women at the very beginning, that means everyone should now have their own room. Why is she still bunking with Jasmine?
That's so funny.
Riddle me this. Mm-mm.
Some more of the show shenanigans that was so silly to me was when Trey and this it girl were in the hot tub together. The male producer is like, oh, they look good, don't they? Yeah. It's nice that we don't need body doubles this year. I was like, sorry, what? Huskies? What?
Gross.
Guy.
Yeah.
Something that I know we didn't really have time, but something that I kind of wish the movie had done
Mhm.
was address the show and the real world of it all. Because
Oh, yeah.
the way that Dawn was behaving, I was writing, she's going to get a terrible edit.
Yeah.
Some of her attitude was so frustrating to me. I was like, so many people go on these shows with ulterior motives. Like, it's become a trope
Mhm.
in The Bachelor. Like, oh, they're not here for the right reasons.
Yeah.
They even did a song in one of the challenges called
yeah.
Right Reason.
People have been found out on like Love is Blind for coming on with partners already in the real world. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, this happens all the time.
Yeah. So I was like, girl, do a better job of it. Fix your face and suck it up.
Yep.
You are stuck here. Embrace it a little bit. Like, you are going to get a terrible edit.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish we'd seen some of the consequences of this. Like, I understand why they wanted like the whole dramatic thing of the finale in Paris, France, and she goes to him and whatever. But I think it would have been more interesting to see him being hurt by seeing how unimpressed she is to be there when the show happens. Or even just as we wrapping the show up, how she is perceived.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I'm like, she's going to get crucified for how she behaves up top, the fact that she chooses the money, even though they kiss after. Like, she is not going to be well liked.
No, she's going to be absolutely hated. And I think that we at least know that neither of them really cares.
No.
It's also just really confusing. Like, why is he doing the show? Did we ever answer that? Like, he asked her why she's doing the show.
She asked how Hollywood came calling, and he's just like, he was in a clip of rescuing a kitten that
Right.
went viral.
Cowboy saves kitten.
But that doesn't explain why you said yes.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
You could have built in, we wanting to like get tourism going for the ranch. It's struggling a little bit.
Or he's isolated on the ranch and it's hard to find people.
Yeah, something. But no, we didn't really get an answer for that.
Oh gosh. And the two of them, when they do their early morning runaway in the truck scenes, girl, like you both are in breach of contract.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
I was like, these shows are so heavily scheduled.
That is not allowed.
They had shit that they needed to shoot. The shoot schedule for these, they're wrapping in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, there's no way.
So that already from the beginning, the morning runaway. But they came back at dusk. They were gone the whole damn day. That's crazy.
Oh, I thought that they came back like in the afternoon. That's wild.
They came back, the sun was setting. Like Jasmine was all ready to go on a night date.
Wild.
Insane. They would have been in so much trouble.
They went all the way to her house.
Yeah.
That part alone, too. They went all the way to her house, saw her family. That's a 45-minute drive one way. And they went and talked and told the family all about what was going on the show. You are so sued.
Bananas.
Question. I don't know if you noticed this.
Yeah.
They used aggressive vignette fuzzy focus. Was that only in the scenes that we assume that are being recorded for the show, and the scenes where they were by themselves with no cameras were normal? Did you notice a difference?
I just noticed when stuff was for the show that there was a little record in the upper left-hand corner, but I didn't notice a difference in quality.
The fuzziness on the outskirts, like they turned the vignette to 100.
Yeah.
Like they were only focused in the center, and everything on the outskirts was so fuzzy. And I noticed it aggressively throughout, but it may have been only during the scenes that were considered for the show.
Interesting.
But that soft focus was going. Soft focus. It was soft focusing aggressively. Way too much.
Aggressive soft focus. Something that was so funny to me was the drastic hairstyle changes that were going on for Dawn, especially at the beginning of the film.
Oh,
where
yeah.
She's at breakfast, her hair is in like this side braid. She's like, okay, gotta go to work, cut to work. She's working in a diner and her hair's in a high pony. Girl.
When do you have time for that?
When and why? Just have your hair the way you're going to wear it for work.
Yeah.
One time when you're leaving. I'll buy that you have to wear your hair a specific way at work, but just go like that.
Yeah, it was a little silly.
That was so funny.
Midday change. Mid-morning change.
Yeah. Something that I want to talk about that isn't necessarily a shenanigan, it's just more observation of the fact that this film was written and I believe directed as well by a woman.
Oh.
Is that we rarely get the female gaze in this with the hand placements.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this is really nice to watch because they make so much more of a meal of it when they run away and then they show them holding hands for the first time. Like
Yeah.
they really focus in on that. And then again in the car. And when they get out of the car and they're being confronted because they've run away, like his hand placement on her back, I was like, ooh,
Yep,
that
it's
is
really...
the tension of that. You just notice that specific attention to detail.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I get it. It's about the hands.
Oh, we didn't discuss the ending a whole lot about her like showing up after she flew herself to go to her program.
Right.
And the reconciliation. All of that was really beautiful. Also, one of the most gorgeous dresses I ever saw.
That dress was stunning.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they were able to like wrap it up in a satisfying enough way.
Yeah.
Sending the other two girls off in the car to do some laps while she got some free time with her beau. Very cute. And also like finally getting to acknowledge the fact that that other woman threw her under the bus about her art program
Yes.
and about how she's not even going to be in Texas, which was off-putting to him. Like, and that's very reasonable that it all happened that way.
No, that's so fair. What was also interesting to me about that, though, is that he was surprised towards the end when they had the fallout that she didn't want to be there, when as soon as she got there, she was like, send me home.
Yeah,
so,
that was the reason. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Why is this a shock? I understand feelings developed and whatever, but why is it such a massive shock when for the first several weeks or whatever, she's like, send me home.
Exactly.
It's not a secret that she wants to leave.
Right. But people don't listen.
The photo montage helped a lot.
Yeah. I guess I have one last shenani, unless you have anything.
No, I'm all good.
The last thing that I wanted to say, and this is mostly just a nod to production, incredible work, you guys, on the ending and getting all of those shots with the Eiffel Tower sparkling. The Eiffel Tower, I believe, does that for like 5 minutes on the hour, every hour at night for a select number of hours.
That's hectic.
It doesn't do it the entire night. I think it'll do that until like midnight. So what, like 9, 10, and 11, and 12? So 4 or 5
That's
times.
tight.
And I can't remember if it's 5 or 10 minutes. It might be 10, which is a little more time. And I mean, the shot at the end was pretty tight. Like that was probably, 2 to 3 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
Really only like 2 minutes of screen time actually with it sparkling in the background. So very doable in the course of a single night. But like that shoot schedule was a tight night.
Wow. Props, guys.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, not lost on me. High fives to production.
Okay, well.
That brings us to a fun fact fail. So, like, something that we didn't have a chance to discuss was the fact that due to me traveling for tour, we're doing a lot of independent watches this season, which isn't typically the norm for us. We usually watch together and comment throughout. And so I have no idea how Jane's feeling about this.
And vice versa. For me, this was an interesting one because it's definitely not a fail.
Yeah, I don't think it's a fail.
I enjoyed it way more than a fine, but it's somehow, it's like a mix. And it will make so much sense when I get to my cheese on this one. It's like living somewhere between a fun and its own kind of thing because I enjoyed a lot of it, but there was also something with like either the acting or the editing in some parts that just felt a little bit stilted. Some of the things with like the show aspect of it that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like I was like, do I need this to be a limited series? Do we need more time? Do we need like the characters to be a little more fleshed out? Because there's a lot going on, which I understand. It's the premise of the film.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There were certain things that just didn't quite work for me. I kind of feel like the script needed to go through another pass.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
An external pair of eyes. But all that said, I had a great time watching. I was thoroughly entertained.
See, that's interesting because, like, now that I'm thinking about it, I had way more fun talking about it with you.
Yeah.
I was frankly kind of bored watching it. And I respect and appreciate a lot of the shenanigans in retrospect and what they were trying to accomplish, but I don't know that it was actually successful in the filming of in a lot of places, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a fail.
No, not
I
at all.
like the concepts.
Yes.
But again, like you said, for me, it's a little bit more of a fine because I didn't really laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Maybe like once or twice.
They got a couple of chuckles out of me.
Yeah. And a lot of the character choices were maybe a little too far. As much as I love camp, this wasn't written to be camp and it wasn't written to be over exaggerated.
Yeah.
So therefore, some of the contestants, no, actually all of the women contestants, except for maybe Jasmine and maybe one of the other ones, they were a little too caricature-y.
Yeah.
They were exaggerated versions of these stereotypes of that kind of woman.
Yeah.
And it didn't work in this context because the whole thing about a reality TV show is watching people accidentally be an ugly version of themselves
Yeah.
on live television.
And not starting off as that.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what was kind of missing a lot more for me, like how the real world was interacting with the show.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't remember the name of the show. It's a British show where one of the characters is in a reality TV show and you see how it happens because you sort of follow the progression of the reality TV show while you're following the story. And that's why I'm like, I think I needed more time with this, or they had to have more of an idea of what they were doing with this, you know?
Yeah.
It just didn't all come together. I love the premise. I think it's so much fun. I like the chemistry between our two leads, but a lot of Dawn's choices were also really frustrating to me.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
I think that they did a flip-flop of what they maybe ought to have done. I think this would have been the kind of film that would have been better served where typically a rom-com is going to have the ensemble cast of characters around the romantic leads be the goofballs over the tops so that the romantic leads can be grounded in reality.
Yeah.
And I think this may have been a film where we would have been better served by every single one of those other women being grounded and sincere and her being over the top because she's the phony.
Yeah.
Dawn's the phony.
I think you're right. I think we needed some of that balance because we already have her kind of fish out of water, which we didn't have as a trope, but she's fish out of water. And we needed these other people to be taking it seriously in a way more grounded way.
Yeah.
And then we have her trying to fit in while she's falling for him. So we have that complexity of the emotions. Yeah, I just overall felt like the script needed another pass and some polishing, but I enjoyed a lot of it. I don't think I'll necessarily easily watch it again, which is why it can't be a fun for me, but I enjoyed it more than some of the fines I've given in the past.
Yeah.
So I don't know quite where to put it.
I think for me, it's probably more of a solid find that I would find more fun watching with other people.
Right. Like, I think we would have enjoyed this experience more if we'd actually watched this together.
Yeah, I don't think this is a solo watch kind of film. It's like a
No.
silly in the background with your girlies.
I will say I was exhausted when I watched it last night and I was not in the mood to do it. And it took me out of that mood.
Oh,
So,
good.
props for that.
Yeah, so it's not bad. It's just it didn't go all the way where it could have
Exactly.
for a fun premise.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to
Our favorite section.
Give me the cheese, please. I'm ready for this.
Okay, me too. Let's go.
3, 2,
2, 1. Munchies
Elote.
cheese fix. Interesting.
Ooh. I don't know what was before this.
What did we do before this? We did the breakup.
I still don't remember what I did for that now. Oh boy, we're back to it.
Neither did I. Okay, well, I'll go first because I said my feelings towards the Fun Fab fail will make sense with Give Me the Cheese, Please.
Oh, yay, great.
And so I picked Munchies Cheese Fix. For those of you who don't know, it's an amalgamation of all the different kinds of cheese-flavored chip brand in the States.
Oh,
I mean, not every single
right.
one, but the majority of them. And there's a lot going on. There's a lot of personality,
Yeah.
much like the contestants. There's so much going on in this. And so when I would eat these, I would always kind of be like, I'm enjoying myself, but also like, I really wanted to have a Cheez-It and I got a Sun Chip. And now you have to kind of like scratch around to find the other. So it's kind of a confusingly enjoyable experience. And then sometimes it's like, well, why didn't I just get the bag of Doritos?
Yeah,
You know?
just the bag by itself. I didn't want these Sun Chips.
Just the bag by itself. Or like you grab something and you think you're getting something else and it's not unpleasant. It's just sort of like, does this all belong together? They all cheese flavored things. They all snacks.
Mhm.
I don't know. Something's missing. And you can hear I said it would make more sense, but I think I'm talking myself in circles. Anyway, that's why I chose the Munchies cheese mix. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Confusing.
No, that makes sense. Okay, so I went with elote, which, if you're not familiar, is Mexican street corn. So that corn that has
yummy.
all of the deliciousness and the cheese on top of it and the spice.
It's so yummy.
It's so good. And so as a concept, right, like I am a big fan of this. I love me a reality television show. I love me a rom-com. We are blending the two. The only thing is there is no sexy way to eat an elote. She is a mess. You can't do it, can't be done. Delicious, absolute mess. And this was, I think, the biggest thing that took me out, I think, of the film a bit. And you have to be like in the mood for an elote, right?
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that took me out of the film was, as a big, big fan of camp, I found a lot of the choices not campy, not serving the plot. I found them way too corny. So, corn. And that's why this film was an elote.
Oh boy.
Yep. But there you have it. That was our discussion of The Wrong Paris.
Let us know your thoughts on the movie, any shenanigans we may have missed, or what cheese you think it is.
You can follow us on Instagram at shenanigansensuepod, or you can email us at shenanigansensuepod@gmail.com.
We hope you'll join us next time, and until then,
It seems like I find the best things when I least expect it.
Bye.
Bye.
A tour company should set up a world tour of all the less famous counterpart places.
Right?
Brooklyn and Cape Town, Paris and Texas.
St. Petersburg in Florida. I like it.
Do all the places.
You can go to Sparta and Jersey.